Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I am back to cast another epic game for you. Hopefully it'll be epic, and this is going to be a 3v3 and it will be on Colony 426. Now I'm going to introduce the players. It will be Lone, the red Terran, and his teammates are Perseverance, the blue Zerg player, and their teammate is Vitamin. The teal Zerg player, their opponents are going to be LMntMaster, the purple Terran player. Their teammates will be Kabura, the yellow Terran, and Molar, the orange Zerg. Now, as this game is getting underway, you can already tell that it is not a super new replay, but it is right before they changed this production tab thing, so not that long ago. And you'll be able to keep up with what's going on there while I rant about a couple of things really quickly. First, I just wanted to say I've been super busy lately with, I had a show Friday night, and then so I had to sort of recover from that, and then I've been recovering from the complete ass whooping that the Lakers just took at the hands of the Mavs, and I'm not going to sit here and drone on about that series. I could talk about it for hours, but basically Mavs deserve to win. We got outplayed, and that is pretty much that. So other than that, I just wanted to say that I'm super stoked because I broke 300 subscribers, and that is super awesome. So I'm glad that more and more people are checking out my channel, and all you new fans out there, hell yeah, man. I'm stoked that you guys love my cast, and I love bringing you these team games because I know nobody else really does these high-level team games all the time, and that is part of my MO. So all that being said, let's talk about this game and quickly about these teams. Now, I think this actually took place right before the new season, so I don't know where all these teams particularly were ranked, but I did glance at some of the chat at the beginning. So I think Kabura is actually a random teammate of Molar and Master, so we'll see what happens there. This is not a mirror matchup, by the way. It is a ZZT versus a TTZ, so it will make for a little bit more interesting build orders perhaps. So let's see what we have going on. What jumps out at me right away is that Molar is going for a very fast Baneling's Nest, and he is getting a spine crawler back here behind the mineral line. This is actually a really I like this placement back here because he's got it walled in by his Baneling Nest and his spawning pool, and the only way to hit this for ground units is going to be through this little area in the mineral patch. And you can see already how effective that is going to be. Unfortunately, it will leave some of this area of his base, namely the hatchery, exposed, which is, you can see exactly what Perseverance is trying to take advantage of there. So Molar will have to use these Zerglings to ward that off, and tons more Zerglings are streaming in here for Vitamin and Perseverance. So Molar already is going to be up against it, and I don't think he's got any reinforcements on the way anytime soon. So we'll see how well he can defend here. One problem with having your spine crawler back here is, again, oh, but it looks like the Banelings have made it out for Molar, and he was able to scare away those Zerglings. He did blow up a couple, but really these Zerglings are just running for their lives at this point. They're like, we don't want to have us all blow up on a single Baneling. So looks like Zerglings are going to come around here and see what is the haps at these other entrances. They are walled off though. LMntMaster is getting Hellions out. He is perhaps going to do a reactor swap here. I think he wants to, but he's got to be careful because Zerglings are running up here, so he's probably going to wait until he is sure that it is safe to do. Right now, it would be a great time. I keep waiting for LMntMaster to go for the liftoff, and he is lifting that off right now. And he actually is going to throw down a barracks back here to make sure that nothing sneaks underneath there. Apparently, he is not happy about something, and we will see. Maybe you guys know what that is better than I do, as I think he had some kind of issue here. I don't know what's going on with his building placement. But anyway, there are a lot of Zerglings out here for Vitamin and Perseverance. I'm trying to keep an eye on these because they want to do a lot of damage, but they are just worried about running into Molar's base. But now there are a couple of Hellions out on the field for Lone, and we'll see if Lone, with that extra speed on the Hellions, will be able to do much damage. Another spine crawler has gone down here for Molar, and another one is going up down in this corner, so his base is going to be pretty well fortified here in a minute. But it looks like he's got all his drones hiding back behind this Baneling's Nest, and it looks like Molar wanted to try and blow up some of these Hellions with the Banelings. Instead, they're going to be running up here, and a nice job, though, from Vitamin trying to pick off as many of these Banelings as he can with singular Zerglings, and he's doing a pretty nice job there. Molar is down to one Baneling, and Vitamin is going to get a little ballsy here, and he's going to pull back knowing that there is still one more Baneling. I think Lone wants to try and get rid of that last Baneling so that they can make something happen here. And more Zerglings are streaming in, by the way. You can see on the minimap, Hellions and Zerglings continuing to harass this location. This Spinecrawler is so close to dead, and LMntMaster is like, no, 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 back, don't run your Marines into there. They will just get surrounded and roasted. So LMnt doing some coaching there on Kabura's Marines, and probably ended up saving their lives. Molar somehow still alive. A nice job here defending against the triple threat. So not bad at all. And we do see the LMntMaster meanwhile has come into Vitamin's base. And did he get any drone kills? Yes, it looks like he killed all of the drones, so apologize again for missing that, you guys. And it looks like LMntMaster has been doing work with the Hellions, and unfortunately though they did get surrounded by Vitamin Zerglings, and Vitamin now has a crap load of Zerglings. And what is he going to do with those? There are so many Zerglings on the map, and now Lone and Vitamin got to make something happen because Vitamin's economy is in shambles. So what are they going to do? Could we possibly see a Baneling nest come out from one of these Zerg players? I don't know though. Looks like they're just going to try and straight up break down this wall. Kabura though nicely has all these SCVs ready to begin repairing, and so a nice job there. And Master trying to get out there and do some damage is going to lose all of his Hellions in the process, though the Infernal Pre-Igniter has finished for Master, and I believe Lone has that Infernal Pre-Igniter. No, he does not yet. And look at Kabura doing work from the high ground with the Marines right now, throwing up bunkers in the back, trying desperately to keep this base alive. This supply depot looks like it is going to burn down, but Kabura does have a couple of Banshees on the field now, and those are going to prove extremely useful. Molar is out here with 4 Banelings. Could these Banelings get into this wall of Zerglings? That would be so awesome right now, but unfortunately for the Banelings, Hellions are roasting them, and so they're forced to retreat again. Lone though does have some a Banshee out already. Meanwhile, Kabura is finishing his cloaking on the Banshees. So we have Banshees versus Banshees. Molar though is in a lot of trouble now. He has spawned a second queen. It looks like this queen will be able to defend against this Banshee. It is going to be very close, and no, the queen is going to fall. The Banshee has 5 hit points, so Molar's base is in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile though, Kabura does have 2 Banshees inside Lone's base. He does have 1 missile turret here and is throwing down a second one. And Kabura though, he does have the ace in the pocket. He does have that that cloaking. Unfortunately, cloaking will not help him against a bunch of missile turrets. And so Perseverance and Lone and Vitamin running all their ground army back here. I'm not sure what that is all about, but then realizing, wait a minute, that's just a couple of Banshees, man. What are we doing over here? Lone still doing work with this Banshee. Looks like this hatchery may go down. No, the queen comes out, and oh god, it's going to be close. No, this hatchery is definitely screwed as those Banelings come blowing up on some of the Hellions, only killing a couple of them right there. And again, the Banshee surviving with 5 hit points. Molar has got to be so pissed about that right now. But at the same time, Kabura doing work with the Banshees, and it looks like I missed another Hellion run by of LMntMaster, so I am epic failing this game apparently, trying to keep up with all these Banshees all over the place. But as you guys can tell, Perseverance base, his economy is in shambles. Vitamins has been rebuilt. He has lots of drones now, and some pinging going off there. I'm not sure what that is about, but Kabura is basically turtled up here nicely, and he's got Banshees doing so much work. Finally, there is a Viking out now for Lone, but uh-oh, there goes the cloak, and there goes a scan. Looks like 1 Banshee is going to go down. Kabura is going to be trying to save this Banshee. Apparently not. He is going to change his mind and go ahead and blow up this supply depot at the front, and we'll see if the bottom team can take advantage of that. But right now, I've got to say, this is pretty much anybody's game. So if Molar was going to try and rebuild his hatchery down here, that is not going to happen. So still the Spinecrawler is in such a good spot back here. Finally, Kabura is coming over with some more Banshees, and geez, this game is pretty back and forth right now. Lone now, he does have 4 Vikings on the field, so that is going to be a very strong counter to these Banshees as long as he has enough energy, which right now he does not, to get some scans off. So he did pick off 1 Banshee there, it looks like, and at the same time, Master is trying to, he did destroy all, it looks like he killed all of Vitamin's drones again with this group of Hellions, and somehow I have managed to miss every single Hellion attack by Master, and I promise you I'm not trying to do that. I really did just happen to miss those again, and there's something about Banshee play lately that is just completely intriguing me, so I have to follow him. As you guys can understand, maybe in this game, this is hard to keep up with everything, but I'm doing my best, and a couple of Thors are now out for Master. And wow, taking her up to Thors here, pretty interesting there, and that is going to be a pretty strong play right now as these Vikings are forced to run away. If they can stack these Thors and Banshees together, Kabura that is, he has 3 Banshees now. He's preparing with this SUV. He does have 3 Vikings to escort them now. And so that air army for Kabura is starting to look pretty powerful. Molar has actually almost rebuilt his hatchery, so could he get back into this game? We'll see. If he probably won't be able to do much at all for a while, but he survived for so long that it really has kept his team alive. And looks like bottom team wants to try and attack, and Lone though is throwing down a command center, wants to try and get an expansion here. He does have another Banshee of his own. He's bringing his Hellions back into Molar's base. Looks like he's going to finish off that Spine Crawler, which lost so much health when it was off of the creep there when the hatchery died. Chasing down some drones over here. It looks like Master though is going to make a counterattack with the death ball of 3 Thors and a whole bunch of Hellions. So this is a pretty powerful army. He does have 1 weapon upgrade as well on this mech army, so that's going to be pretty powerful. And it looks like Kabura is going to be joining him with a handful of Marines, and he does have 3 Cloaked Banshees inside Lone's base. And what is LMntMaster going to do? He is going to scan on this mineral line up here of Lone and start picking off SCVs from the low ground. Hellions coming over here, realizing that is a bad idea, as these Thors are going to be too much to deal with for the top team, and Vitamin leaves the game. Lone leaves the game. So pretty impressive job there by the bottom team, I must say. Some innovative play there, and it really ended up panning out. Molar was able to survive that initial 3-pronged attack. I shouldn't say 3-pronged, that initial 3-player deep attack, and that really bought his team a lot of time, and Kabura did a nice job getting out those Banshees and that cloaking, and really did some damage with those. So and meanwhile Master taking up to Thors after 3 times. He ran into Vitamin's mineral line and killed all his drones once. Then he ran into Perseverance's mineral line, killed all those drones. Went back to Vitamin's base, killed all those drones, and then after that he went out for the Thors and completed the Death March. So that was a pretty exciting game there. Thank you, Molar, for sending me this game, and always a pleasure to cast some new fans' games, and this was definitely exciting. So that is going to do it for me. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.